sweet cheese rolls today. Hey folks, I'm Azlin Blow from linsfood.com and Singaporean Malaysian recipes.com. Today's recipe is a very traditional offering from the Middle East. Halawet el Jibn comes from the city of Hama in Syria. And like all Middle Eastern recipes, it's long been a favorite throughout the region. You'll find the list of ingredients below this video and the full written recipe with explanations and all sorts of things with regards to the ingredients is on my blog linsfood.com. Now traditionally we use akkawi cheese to make the dough. If you can get akkawi, great. If not, mozzarella is a fantastic substitute for it. So depending on what you can get, use that. Now as far as the filling itself is concerned, the cream filling, we would traditionally use ashta, which is cream. You'll find the recipe for homemade ashta on my blog linsfood.com. But do you know what makes the perfect ashta substitute? Mascarpone. So use that if you cannot get ashta, if you can't be bothered to make it from scratch. Mascarpone makes a great substitute. So this is what we're going to be doing to cook Halawet el Jibn. We'll make the simple syrup that's going to be flavored with either rose water or orange blossom water. We'll then make the cheese dough with water, sugar, fine semolina, and your cheese, whether mozzarella or akkawi. We'll roll it up, we'll fill it, roll up into a log, and we'll cut it. And then we serve it up. Drizzle with more syrup and top it with pistachios, with rose jam or crushed dried roses. Let's go make us some Halawet el Jibn. So the first thing we do is make the sugar syrup. Let it all come to a simmer for about 5 minutes, then let it cool for 5 minutes before adding our orange blossom water. Next, we make the Halawet el Jibn dough. Place your sugar, water and semolina in a saucepan, then place it on medium heat. Stir for about 2 to 3 minutes. As soon as it starts to thicken, we're going to add our cheese. So whether you can get your hands on akkawi or use mozzarella. The best mozzarella and easiest is the ready, shredded, hard mozzarella that you can find easily in supermarkets. It'll melt quicker as well when it's shredded. If you can only find fresh mozzarella, that's fine. Cut it up into cubes as you saw me doing here. Keep stirring. It is a little hard work, I know. Keep stirring and stirring until you get this. Now we're going to let our dough cool so that you don't burn your hands. Use cling film, top and bottom, before you roll it out. Now cling film is a thing that my grandma used to make with every single pastry work. It stops your dough from sticking. When you're handling the dough itself, be sure to wet your palms, your hands and your fingers with some sugar syrup. That'll stop your dough from sticking to your hands because it is a sticky dough. Fill a piping bag with your ashta or your mascarpone, whatever you're using or can get your hands on. And then we're going to pipe our filling, cream or mascarpone filling, all along the edge as you see me doing here. Now using the cling film, roll it up into tight logs. The cling film stops dough from getting warm and stretching or sticking unnecessarily. And that's all you do. Release it from the rest of the dough and then cut it into little bite-sized pieces. And your job is almost done. Be sure to wipe your cutter or your knife after each cut so that you have neat little rolls without any cream residue on the edges. Let's take another look at how we do it, shall we? From a different angle. So, what do you think? Doable? The cooking itself is pretty easy. The only part where you may struggle is the rolling of the cheese rolls themselves, because the dough is fairly sticky. But, as you saw me doing in the video, keep adding that sugar syrup we made earlier to your palms. So keep wetting your palms with the sugar syrup, and that'll stop your dough from sticking to your hands. And also, as you saw, use cling film or baking paper to stop the dough from sticking on the bottom, and also to help you roll it along. Baking paper will do, but my grandma always used cling film for pastry work, so that's what I do. And then we're going to top it. So remember the sugar syrup we made earlier. So I've got some here. So we're just going to drizzle our cheese rolls with the syrup. Be generous, be conservative, that's a matter of taste. One of the traditional toppings for this Halawet el Jibn is rose petal jam. If you can get rose petal jam, great. If not, leave it out. On my blog, where the full recipe is for this dessert, you'll also find the link to homemade rose petals. In the summer, when you can get organic, non-sprayed, edible rose petals, you can use fresh ones. Otherwise, use edible dried rose petals to make your rose jam. So we'll top some of them with the jam. There we go. And then, always Middle Eastern desserts, right? Some crushed pistachios. The color, the combination, rather the contrast of the pink or red rose petal jam and the green pistachios is always a very, very pretty sight. I've also got crushed rose petals here. If you want to use those, I'll leave that out for now. There you go. Halawet el Jibn, sweet cheese rolls. Perfect during Ramadan, perfect for Eid, perfect for Nowruz, and also a very, very traditional offering at Easter. Make it. Let me know what you think about it. I shall see you guys real soon.